Um, Apologies for my appearance. I just came back from a run. It's 5:40 in the morning. And my normal routine is I get up at 3 in the morning, write, and then do my workout. So why am I recording in such a state? It's because I had a bit of a revelation. So I wanted to continue the Pro Wrestling Handbook series. And last night was WrestleMania. And the obvious thing is to go, what lesson can we pull from WrestleMania? And the obvious lesson is this: Kofi Kingston's win and becoming champion can reveal so much about the modern state of pro wrestling and what most people are doing that is wrong in the pro wrestling business, and how old school conventional wisdom about wrestling is entirely moot. First of all, of course, congratulations to Kofi, but congratulations more to the New Day. Um, the easy lesson to take from this is what I've always said about gimmicks. Gimmicks are essential for wrestlers that are starting off or new to a promotion. You have to have a gimmick. And of course, with those gimmicks, when you're new, you show that you can work and you work the gimmick. The New Day did that. And the New Day, I might add, had to put up with a lot of shit from a lot of people. The gimmick that they were given was seen as a racial stereotype, degrading. Black wrestlers down them, wrestlers in general down them. But they put in the work and they did their thing. You know, Jim Cornette always said, funny doesn't make money, right? That's one of those old, tired tropes from the old school. But those guys were funny. Those guys manifested their own true personalities in a horrible gimmick and made it into a good gimmick. Undeniable. How many guys from Mike Moonahan, to Dave Meltzer, and all the rest, all these wrestling journalist types who said how horrible the New Day was and how they were overplayed and how they were too much and they were on every show. Well, they were a hot act as a mid-card act. And guess what happened? As they advanced up the card, they began to shed the gimmick. But they never went fully away from it, right? They kept what was familiar about them, but you got to see more of who they really were coming out. Those guys weathered a horrible initial gimmick, being around too long, having to carry the company programming-wise at one point. There was a point at where the New Day would be in at least 4 segments a show, right? That's overexposure, but it was also a testament to how important they were. Another thing about the New Day, and I hope he doesn't get mad for me saying this publicly, but it's the truth. Xavier Woods, I booked him years and years ago in Platinum Championship Wrestling. I know him pretty well. I would consider us friends. This was when the New Day was first starting, told me, Kofi's the one. Kofi's the star. Someday Kofi needs to be the top guy, and we're going to do whatever it takes to get him there. Guess what? They fucking did it. This is not to take away from Kofi's incredible achievement. It's not to take away from the booking team, the writing team, and everybody else who did whatever they did to get Kofi to where he was, where he could have that wonderful moment. But it's really a testament to true brotherhood. Big E, Xavier, Kofi. A lot of people in wrestling talk about brotherhood and we all pat each other on the back and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, the most important person that Kofi impressed was not wrestling fans, though he did that. It was not Vince McMahon, though he clearly did that. It was not the writing team, the booking team, Triple H, everything else, though he clearly did all of that. At the end of the day, it was his belief in self and the true brotherhood between those guys that formed that carried the day. That's the important lesson to get. You shed your gimmick along the way. You're new, you need the gimmick, and then you need to work it, and then you need to tweak it, and you need to put more and more of yourself into it as you go along. Wrestling convention wisdom is, it's just you turned up. Another one of those tired fucking bullshit cliches that doesn't help you at all as a wrestler. Hear me. Sometimes promoters or trainers give you a gimmick. Whatever that gimmick is initially, take it. You don't have the right or the wherewithal to take your personality and put it into a gimmick right away. You have to learn how to fucking perform. That's the lesson. You take it, then you figure out ways to put yourself into it. Is that against conventional wisdom? Of course it is, but it's correct. That's the truth. You take what is given and you figure out how to work it first. Then you figure out how to put yourself into it. And then guess what? Gimmick starts here, you start here. And then you start putting more of yourself into it. And you need less and less of the gimmick until you reach the point where the gimmick is you and it's all you. That's what we had last night with Kofi. Main eventers aren't gimmicks. Main eventers are the best reflection of themselves. Doctor of Thugonomics, John Cena. As you rise up the card, terrorizing Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Yeah. As you reach the main event, then you put more and more of yourself into a gimmick, and the gimmick becomes less and less because the gimmick becomes you. That's the ultimate lesson. That and belief in what is right and brotherhood. Congratulations to Kofi. Congratulations especially to the New Day. And congratulations to all of us, because now we can say, die conventional wrestling wisdom. There's more nuanced ways to think and approach the game now.